Welcome to another edition of Rex, the Adequate Chef. If there's one thing you guys know I like, it's steak. Not just normal steak, but big old American, medium rare, juicy steak is the best thing I think you could ever eat. But I've heard something makes a steak better. And what is that? It's a Bearnaise sauce. And I don't know how to make a Bearnaise sauce, but she does. So, I am coming off a hollandaise sauce high. That's right, yesterday I made the amazing hollandaise sauce. You've all probably seen it by now, anybody that's watching this. It didn't break, so knock on wood, I'm going for the Bearnaise sauce today. And the Bearnaise sauce is specifically for steaks, boiled or fried fish, broiled chicken, egg dishes. There's different type of sauces, and this is the big one for meat. So we're gonna go ahead and try this. Now, what is the difference between a Bearnaise and a hollandaise? Hollandaise is made with lemon. This is going to be made with a combination of a white wine vinegar and a vermouth. You can substitute a white wine for the vermouth, but Julia doesn't like to do it, so I'm gonna stick with what she likes. So for the recipe and the ingredients, you see here we have the white wine vinegar, 1/4 cup. Please try to use the best quality that you have. And this is going to be your vermouth, and that's a dry vermouth. We also have a dried tarragon. This is 1/2 tablespoon, pardon me. If you're going to use fresh, that's going to be 1 full tablespoon, but I didn't have that with me. I do happen to have 1 tablespoon, though, of a chopped shallot, a nice good pinch of salt, and she's pretty specific on the black pepper. That's 1/8 of a teaspoon, so just a little pinch there. We're going to reduce all this down to about 2 tablespoons of sauce, and we're going to use that in place for the lemon. So let's go ahead and get stove side and start reducing this down. Okay, you're going to want a medium-high heat, so get that cranking, and you're just going to put everything that I just told you right into the saucepan. So there goes the white wine, the preferred vermouth, the shallots, the tarragon, and the salt and pepper. And I still have the wire whisk. I'm gonna mix that up. And that's it. We're gonna let this, now you're gonna keep this on medium-high heat. You want 2 tablespoons of fluid, so you're really gonna reduce this down. And then when it's done, you can go ahead and strain that off, because you don't want the bits and chunky stuff. We just want the fluid. We're gonna use that in place of the lemon juice. So as soon as this reduces down, I'll be back. Thank you. Why did I say thank you? Why did I say thank you? Okay, it hasn't been long. It's only been a couple of minutes. But as you can see, we're getting close. It's hard to really tell how much is left. You know, she said about 2 tablespoons, but with all the trimmings and all of that, it looks to be close. So I'm just gonna go a little bit more here. The smell on the sauce is delicious. My mouth's just watering. My body is just sweating saliva, I think. It's not actually that heat. It actually is. It's like 89 in my kitchen right now. I just did a tester. I just put the tablespoon and pulled some fluid. I think we still have about 4 tablespoons, so we're gonna keep rocking. Okay, I think we're there. As you can see, when I pulled the stuff away, I may have actually gone a little bit too far with it. Okay, I don't really have a really good strainer to strain this with, but we're gonna make the best that we have, and I really think I went too much on the sauce, so let's hope that I have 2 tablespoons. I don't think I do. I have no idea what to do if I don't have enough. 1.5. It's gonna have to work. We'll have to see. Okay, we're 15 minutes to my steak being done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to complete the Bearnaise sauce. As you can see, there are more ingredients now. We have the reduced mixture of the vinegar and the vermouth and everything. She said to have at least right around 2 tablespoons, where I'm about 1.5 tablespoons. I'm really hoping that that's going to be enough. We also have 3 egg yolks that I've already separated. You should have 6 to 8 ounces of melted butter. I'm cheating, and it may go horribly wrong, and I usually don't cheat on the whole recipe. It's only 5 ounces, but I did 6 ounces yesterday, and I felt I just didn't use it all. So we're going to see what 5 ounces does today. Also, I have cold butter, 1 tablespoon a piece, as you can see, and which will be used throughout the recipe. So, without any further ado, we start as we started just with the holidays, and that's with the yolks. And unfortunately, one broke. So let's get all of that yolky, beautiful creaminess right into there. And you got to punish these little suckers. Per Julia, obviously, I don't like to punish anything, but you really want to whip these up, get them really nice and creamy before moving over. Okay, as you can see now, we got them nice and creamy. Go ahead and take your vinegar mixture and pour that right on in. And go ahead, and then you're going to want to beat that in as well. Okay, at this point, you put in the 1 tablespoon of cold butter. You don't want to beat that in. We're going to go stove side now, and we're going to finish cooking this. Okay, now that we're stove side, you want nice low heat. I sort of remember this. I went a little bit. I went the smallest and it didn't work. So now I know right where to set it. And you just want to watch it. And so start stirring it. And just like with the hollandaise sauce, we're just trying to get that ribbon of yolk that's forming on the pan. Once we have that, we're going to put in the other cold tablespoon of butter to stop the cooking process, and then I'll come back over, we'll add in the rest of the butter. Okay, as you can see, they're starting to bubble up a bit. I found that you're getting to that point. Probably within the next minute or so, we're going to start getting that fine thickness that we want. If you feel it's cooking too fast, don't hesitate to pull it off heat. It's a good idea to keep a pot of water at the side so you can quickly chill it if needed. All right, you can see here, it's starting to thickening here. See how we're starting to get that ribbon of the bottom that you can see there at the bottom? Probably just a little bit more. Yep. Now take your cold butter, drop that in, remove it from heat, and whisk that in. We want to stop that cooking immediately. If I can get it off the side. We're going to go on over to the other side now. Okay, the butter is just about melted. I don't think we've broken the sauce yet. It really looks identical to the hollandaise sauce. I don't see much of a difference. At this point, you want to start adding in just a little bit of butter, not too much at a time. Just enough so the egg yolks can actually absorb it. Once you have that in, go ahead. Once you feel that it's absorbed it, add a little bit more. That was a lot of butter. Once it begins to get thick, you can go ahead and start adding in a little more larger quantity of butter. All right, we're getting down to the bottom of my butter. There's a milk fat at the butter at the very bottom. That's like, basically we're putting in clarified butter. You want to try to avoid that. So if you go slower, you can see I'm still getting a little bit of it, which is fine, but that's all we're gonna do. And then we're gonna finish this thing off. Now that the sauce is wrapping up, we're gonna correct the seasoning. If you feel it needs a little more salt and pepper, you're gonna wanna go ahead and add it at this time. You also, which I just saw in the recipe book, we're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley, which I'm gonna have to whip up really quick and get in here. Just a touch maybe of salt. Okay, she says about 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley. You can see I just threw that in. Probably could have chopped that a little finer, but I'm in a hurry. And that's it. You can see here, got a nice creamy hollandaise sauce. I'm sorry, Bearnaise sauce. It didn't break. Let's go ahead and see if I can get right up the camera here, show you. All right, let's see. It's good. It's a little different. I do like it. The shallots and everything is just so mellow in the background of it. Can't wait to try this on a steak. You'll have to watch my sous vide hanger steak recipe to see what it's like on the steak. See you in a bit. Or actually, thanks for watching. I'm Rex, the Adequate Chef.